You see here the reach advantage, 5 inches for Vasilevskiy. He has a good jab, and he throws good straight punches. He's going to have to use that reach to keep Falco on the outside.
Let's go back up to Michael Williams.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight here at the IX Center, Bellator Fighting Championships now moves to the semifinal round of the middleweight tournament, brought to you by Everlast. Greatness is within. And now 3 5-minute rounds. Introducing first the red corner at 5'10", weighing in at 184.5 pounds. Near perfect as a professional, 16 wins, only 1 loss. From Nizhny Novgorod, Russia, he fights out of Fairfield, New Jersey, Vyacheslav Slava Vasilevskiy. And across the cage, his opponent fighting out of the blue corner at 5'10", weighing in at 185 pounds even. As a professional, 29 victories, just 4 defeats. From Balneário Camboriú, Santa Catarina, Brazil, Michael Big Rig Falco.
Man.
And the third man inside the cage, referee Chad Trukovich.
I got scared. That scared me. I'm frightened.
The winner through to next month's middleweight tournament championship fight. You see Michael Falco, the Brazilian,
Ready?
he's in the blue
Ready?
trunks.
Go.
His opponent, Slava Vasilevskiy, the Russian, in the black trunks. Round number 1. Chad Trukovich is the referee.
I'm sorry, that stare should have a prison number underneath it.
Line of the night, Jimmy Smith.
Night's not over yet, my friend. And both of these guys starting out early throwing punches.
Both said they wanted to keep this standing and look for the knockout. Both made that very clear. Vasilevskiy said, establish distance, in and out with my striking. Falco said, a slow start and be a counter striker first before I turn on the heat.
Now the thing is that the difference in stances between a boxer and a Muay Thai fighter. Muay Thai.
Here's right hand by
Vasilevskiy,
and he pounces immediately.
Falco still looks with it.
Falco walking up his guard, hasn't closed it yet, now he does, but he was dropped by that right hand.
Yeah, but his eyes are clear, he looks all right. I don't know if he was rocked or just off balance. That was a good shot by Vasilevskiy. As I was about to say, one of the big differences, boxers tend to be heavy on their front foot in order to use that jab and the left hook. Muay Thai fighters tend to be light on their front foot. I think Falco wants to kick that leg out from underneath him. See here, angling for the armbar.
Falco walking up, looking for the armbar indeed. Still looking for it. Vasilevskiy has his left arm trapped, trying to pull out.
Falco staying very composed on the bottom. And good offensive guard by Michael Falco.
Back to open guard for Falco. Lost the armbar attempt, then a left hand from Vasilevskiy. Close guard from Falco, but he continues to move and posture on the bottom. See Vasilevskiy trying to posture up, trying to raise up and find striking distance.
Using some good wrist control. It's important. There are no elbows in tournament fights, so wrist control can get you out of a bad situation, really stifle your opponent's ground and pound.
Vasilevskiy not able to land that left hook from the top position. Falco, you see, sitting up with a closed guard, keeping his man close. Vasilevskiy trying to raise up.
Good cage awareness. He's putting Falco up against the fence. Falco very aware, good use of open guard.
Vasilevskiy not getting through with that left hand. Great defense on the bottom from Michael Falco. Slava Vasilevskiy in this top position, and he cannot land any strikes. A lot of pressure from the top by 23-year-old Slava Vasilevskiy.
Beautiful.
Pushed off by Falco, and then taken down.
Talk about the black belt in judo. That was a great trip.
That was some high-level judo indeed from Slava Vasilevskiy. Falco again back to his feet. And the clinch from Michael Falco.
Seeing a lot more takedown, a lot more clinch work than I would have expected from Vasilevskiy.
Left to the body, counter left right back by Falco.
Man, once again, going for the outside trip, now the inside trip.
Great judo from Slava Vasilevskiy. Closing in on 90 seconds remaining in round number 1 of this opening middleweight tournament semifinal. Close guard again from Michael Falco. and picked up and put to the base of the cage by Vasilevsky. That took a lot of strength. Both fighters listed at 5'10", two wildly different body types. Open guard again from Falcao. Now closes his guard. X Games legend Travis Pastrana, his dream team of riders take their extreme sports roadshow and daredevil stunts to the land down under. That's Australia, Jimmy.
Really?
Nitro Circus Live, Tuesdays at 11 p.m. Eastern Time, only on MTV2.
I'm from California. To me, that's Mexico, but you know.
Could be New Zealand.
Could be, never know.
Open guard still for Michael Falcao. He has spent a lot of this opening round on the bottom.
Good bottom control by Falcao. The problem is he's going to lose this round with Vasilevsky being on top the entire time. He stifled his offense to a great degree, but still, as a points game, Vasilevsky is on top.
See Vasilevsky driving in with his head, and there's the stand-up from our referee, Chad Trukovich.
Let's go.
Final seconds of round number one. Hop in the step of Vasilevsky. Falcao missing with that lead left hook. Both fighters looking to land one more big punch before the bell to end round one. Swing and a miss with the right by Falcao.
Água, só água. Respira fundo. Vamos parar de chutar esse round, tá? Que tá te derrubando. E não quero tu clinchando.
We really need to learn Portuguese, Jimmy.
It would really help me out a lot in my job.
Ele tá te raspando toda hora com o pé pra te derrubar, tá?
Or Russian on the other side.
Então não vamos dar mole pra ele. A gente precisa ganhar esses 2 rounds, tá? Eu quero você com agressividade nessa mão pra atropelar ele, tá?
You heard the Portuguese? What do you say we hear some Russian?
Это самое. Second out. Ты взял этот раунд, понял? Грамотно, грамотно. Как чувствуешь?
Second out.
It's like a Wim Wenders film.
That's an obscure one.
Back up, back up, back up.
Slava Vasilevsky, hailed as a prodigy, 23 years old.
Let's go.
His second fight in the Bellator cage, a win, and he is through to the middleweight tournament final. Michael Falcao, billed as one of the hardest strikers coming out of Brazil into the Bellator cage. Jimmy, how did you see round one?
I saw round one, 10-9 for Vasilevsky. Got great takedowns, was on top, didn't do a lot with it, but certainly controlled that opening round.
Overhand right by Falcao, badly missed the mark. Outside kick, counter right by Vasilevsky.
One thing, Falcao in the past has been a slow starter.
But he talked about that. He said, I want a slow start. I want to be a counter striker early.
Exactly, but in a 3-round fight, can you afford to give away a round?
Jimmy, as a former professional fighter, what's the mindset of saying, I want to have a slow start?
You can have a slow start, but you have to have a game plan that's going to win you that first round.
But in your estimation, why do fighters such as Falcao say, I want to have a slow start?
It can help against someone who really comes out aggressive in the first round. We saw it against Rick Hahn. Rick Hahn versus Lloyd Woodard. A slow start to drag your opponent into waters he's not familiar with. The problem is Vasilevsky has shown he can throw often for 3 rounds.
Another big, wide right that misses the mark by Falcao. He's just finding no joy with that punch. Look at the movement from Vasilevsky.
It's the footwork. That's why he can't land that big right hand.
Again, Falcao missing with the right.
Vasilevsky giving him a lot of angles. Problem is Falcao is just loading up one big shot. Slava is throwing punches in bunches.
Lead left jab by Vasilevsky.
Surprised Falcao isn't kicking more. Trying to take away that lead leg of Vasilevsky.
Left hook by Falcao did not get through. Again, missing with that overhand right. Straight left jab by Slava Vasilevsky. Right hand by Falcao, but it really caught the glove.
Ooh, nice jab.
There's the clinch initiated by Vasilevsky.
I'm a little surprised at that. He was doing great from the outside.
But for the inside trip, couldn't find it.
Surprise Falcone with his Muay Thai background isn't landing more knees from this position. Another great takedown.
Again, the judo from the judo black belt Slava Vasilevsky into side control, and again Falcone flat on his back, position he found himself in much of round 1. 2:35 remaining in round 2. See the power now of Michael Falcone, driving Vasilevsky back. Vasilevsky holding the underhook, now going for a standing guillotine.
And he's really cranking on it. How much will he try to go for this, and he's out.
Vasilevsky went for the outside trip, then went for the inside trip, couldn't find it from the guillotine and let it go. Now the knee from the Russian. Body shot by Falcone. Left hook in the right, those white punches, though, just not getting through by Michael Falcone. They're catching the glove of Vasilevsky.
Yeah, he's keeping his hands very high. I think he respects the power of Falcone.
Body lock by Vasilevsky. Short left by Falcone. Look at Vasilevsky for the outside trip. Got the trip, but it was Falcone landing in the top position. Falcone did really well to turn defense into offense.
He also held defense a little bit. That doesn't hurt.
Offense, defense, hold defense. Close guard from Vasilevsky. I'm from Kansas. Why I don't pronounce the defense, I have no idea. It's being married to an English woman, I think. Hammer fist now by Falcone. Final minute of round 2.
Got to see what Falcone can do from on top. He hasn't been effective, in my opinion, on the feet.
That's a big hammer fist with the right hand by the Brazilian Michael Falcone. Low close guard from Vasilevsky. Falcone trying to get off now with the left and the right. Body, head, head.
I like it, he's mixing it up. Going to the ribs, then to the head.
Look at Vasilevsky, Jimmy, holding the body lock from the bottom position. And again, his base in this sport is judo and sport sambo. There's a lot of body locking in sport sambo from the bottom. Right hand from the top by Falcone. Falcone continuing to work. Body, head, body, head.
10 seconds.
Falcone looking for that big shot. Close guard from Vasilevsky.
Break.
Falcone actually offered to help up Vasilevsky, who refused.
Tell him not to grab the fence. Olha a boca. Olha só, bicho. Respira fundo. Tem que me ouvir, tá? Eu não quero você perto dele, tá raspando tua perna, tá te derrubando toda hora. Ele tá ganhando ponto aí, tá? Se tu não acaba por cima, a gente ia perder o segundo round, tá? Eu preciso que tu boxeie com ele sem chutar, senão ele vai te derrubar.
You see here the takedown by Vasilevsky. Beautiful outside trip, ending up on top. And judo, that takedown, to me, has defined this fight in the first 2 rounds.
Seconds out. Нормально, нормально. Дыши, все. Let's go.
Michael Falcone has gained a well-deserved reputation, Jimmy, in mixed martial arts as a knockout artist, but he is not finding that knockout punch. Falcone continually loading up but missing with that right hand. How do you see this fight on your unofficial scorecard through 2 rounds?
2 rounds to none for Slava Vasilevsky.
Counter left by Vasilevsky.
Oh, nice jab.
The winner becomes the first finalist in this Bellator Season 6 185-pound tournament.
Beautiful snappy jab. Falcone trying to counter with big shots.
Good right hand by Vasilevsky.